A December chill is in the air coming off of Lake Erie, but folks here bundled up, ready for football at Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Start the drive. Oh, some strong running. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
3 yards. First down, New York.
Tempo.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They'll go again with Hall. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. A give running right is Hall. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Hall. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll get 34 yards there. Faking the give. Now Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson, option left. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the red zone now, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
14, run it.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. And out of bounds on the other side of mid. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Give to Hall running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He finds his man complete. That's Miles. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 7-7, our score after one. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. Now it's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Quinnen Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out right at the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Up the middle they go. Sheffield. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Browns hit 6-5 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first and 10, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nico Hardman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now third down and very long. From the shotgun, Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup at 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On the ground, it's Ford. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Watson now on second down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So CD, this defense, they know. Multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On second down, here's Watson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award.
Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys. And
now Watson throws another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. A shotgun snap for Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Running left, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But look.
Now this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Watson's throw into the hands here of Hardman. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Able to find the open man. That's That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up.
There he goes, right side. And all the way down to the 9. 69 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, New York.
Here's Hall again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Some think the teams really want to throw a slant route unless you have a receiver has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jets triumph, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll drop to throw. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Hardman to return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10. This is 4th. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now it's Watson. That'll be taken in by Flowers. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They run with 4. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Again, they turn to 4. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Zay Flowers from 4 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A handoff for Hall. And bulldozing his way through. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll give to Hall. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. Gets around him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Wilson to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape up on the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They will start this drive with Ford. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Watson to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
To throw, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going.